In today's topic, I am going to talk about the 5 common mistakes made by the UX design beginners. I list down all the problems and also I am going to walk through the relevant wireframes for your references. So let's get started. Hello all, I am Rambal from Aspira. Happy to see you again. So being a UX designer, you are very much fascinating with the burger menu. So the burger menu is very simple. It's a 3 horizontal lines are called as a burger menu. So this is a burger menu. So this is you have to avoid in your design while you are creating the wireframe. So the reason is very simple. There is a survey report. There are 60% of the users, they are not aware of about this kind of a burger menu. So that users, they don't recognize what is the burger menu. So they are not using this burger menu. So we have to avoid in our design. So in personal experience, I was conducting the user behavior analysis using some of the third-party tool where I found 72% of the users, they don't recognize this burger menu. They were not using this burger menu. So if you are having any menu items underneath or under this burger menu, they may not able to used by the users. So you have to avoid the burger menu in your design. The second mistake, buttons without having the label, having only icons. So here is the classic example. So here the designer is proposing the button without having a label, only the forward icon. So as a user, they may not understand what it represents. So what kind of an action the user is going to take it forward. So these are the problem from the user side. But being an UX designer, you are proposing these kind of a buttons without having label, only having an icon. So this is one of the confusing state. So to avoid this kind of a stuff, you have to add the label along with the button, so that the user can able to understand what kind of an action they are going to take it, so that they will take the action or they will click the button. So the third mistake, so this is also continuation of the second one. So the button having only icon without having the label. So same aspects for the menu items. So menu also you people generally having only icons without having any label. So if you are proposing any icon design, you should have the label which is explained to the icon or explained to the menu item. So here I am going to showcase some 3 icons. So the first icon I can able to understand this is a home and the third one is a profile. But what about the second one? So here I may not able to understand what it represents. So in this case, being an UX designer, you may understand what it's going to be. But as a user, I may not able to understand what it is. So to avoid this kind of a confusions, you have to add the label below this icon, so that the user can able to read and also that text also being associated with the icon, so that they can able to understand easily and they take an action quickly. Alright, so you have to avoid to showcase only the icons. So wherever if you are going to showcase the icon or at least the menu item, if you are going to showcase the icon, you have to showcase the text as well. I can understand you people are getting this kind of an inspiration from Instagram, but while the Instagram they launched couple of years ago, they had this kind of a icon as well as the text. So that is the best practice. Over a period of years, they evolve their product and they are knock off the text. If you are creating a new product, you have to showcase the icon as well as the text. Fourth common mistake is basically speaking, once the user is performing the task, we are not enabling them to go back to the home section. For example, you are allowing the user to performing a task in your app. So the user also complete the task. But once they complete the task, they are viewing the success or the failed state. But from there, what they are going to do in further. So I am going to walk through that. And here there is a design and I am going to value add service. I am choosing this and I am going to pick one service. Right. So currently is on view cart and I am going to the checkout area and I am going to placing an order. Now, what should I do here? So as a user, I may not go back to the home and there is no action here. So I got stuck up middle of the prototype. So if you are creating this kind of a prototype, you have to give the loop, or in this screen, you have to give some sort of an option to the user so that the user is going back to the home section, or they can able to track the order. So the fifth common mistakes are basically the logout option. So already I was discussing about this topic in a detailed manner, and also I'm going to share the description again and you can check it out on that video. I was discussing this topic in a very detailed manner. So I'm going to walk through that. So this is one of the student project, and here he is using the burger menu instead of using the profile or account or settings kind of a labeling. So this is also not recognized by the user. Already we were discussing in this topic, and now I am going to click on this. So I am reaching or landing to the profile section. So in this profile section, so there is a logout option in the bottom. As a user, they are reading on the mobile phone from the top to bottom fashion. Right? So user is start reading from here. Start from here and they start from here and they start reading, and continuously they are going to read it here. But while they are taking an action, so they are holding this phone and their thumb finger will be here. The first action would be the logout. So if it is a financial related application, we can able to keep or propose a logout on the bottom. But if it is a normal application, we have to avoid this. So either you have to keep this logout option on the top right or under the settings area or somewhere here, so that the user can able to view or read this logout option from here, but they cannot able to take an action as quick as possible. So if the user want to take an action of logout, they have to hold the phone on one hand and they have to use the other hand to take this decision. In this case, what will happen? The designer is proposing the logout on the bottom of the screen. This is a first actionable item for the user. So they simply click on this logout and they quit your app. This will lead you to lose the user. So we have to avoid this. Alright, so today we were discussing about 5 common mistakes made by the beginner UX designers. So I hope you are also beginner and you have to avoid these kind of mistakes and you have to rectify during the UX design phase itself. I hope you like this video. So I will catch you on another interesting topic on next week. See you then. Bye-bye.